All right, so what's the very, very first question that we should be asking if a product hasn't had any buyers yet? What's the first question we should ask? What do you reckon? What's the first question we should ask? If a product hasn't had any buyers, what's the first question? Why? Fantastic, you guys rock. All right, so why hasn't it had any buyers? Why? I mean, that's the question you really want to ask. It's not about anything else. It's like, well, what's gone wrong? Why hasn't you made any sales yet? And typically, the reasons that you haven't made any sales yet is things like, holy shit, look at that. Things like you haven't got any reviews for your product. That's a big one. No reviews, all things being equal, no sales. There's nobody searching for your product. So maybe you are targeting the wrong search term. Maybe that's what's going on. You've got a poor product detail page. So your product detail page, look at that hero image. That's an interesting hero image. Is that within Amazon's terms of service? No. Does it stand out? Yes. That's interesting. Let's click on that. So this is you would think, very, very well thought out product details page. Simple, all done, looks great. All the information's there for you. So you've got to look at your product details page. Have you got good images? Have you got a good title? Has that been done well? Your bullet benefit points, have they been done well? Have you spent some time on your product description? Has that been done well? So all of these things matter. And if you're not making sales, it's that you should go look at first. You should look at your setup first. What about your research on who's actually going to buy the product? Have you done that? Have you thought that through? Have you got your customer avatar and thought about who's actually going to buy your product? And then tailored your marketing and your product detail page and your SEO towards that specific person. That's a really good place to start. And if you're not making sales on a new product, they're the places to start. Not with paid traffic. That's not where you start. Before you do any paid traffic, Amazon PPC, Facebook, Google, blah, 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 you must get your details, you must get your product details page right. All that's got to be set up first. Given that you have, then you should car phone mount. The first port of call, I think, for most things is sponsored listings, is Amazon PPC. I think that's the first port of call to get buyers. Because if you can't make sales on Amazon with Amazon PPC for the search terms you're going after, then that is a friggin' huge problem. It's a huge problem, and it tells you there's something wrong with your product or your product listing. Either you haven't set it up properly or you're not targeting your buyers properly. So I'd start there. That's where I would do if I were you, Kev. Hope that helps. Is there demand? Yes, that's right. Is there demand is a big one. Like, is there any demand for your product? You've got to go and do your research for it. Listing quality reviews, as you said it properly. Wrong keywords. That's right, Elaine. Get your friends to buy. Is it seasonal product? That's a really good one as well, Chrissy. So it could be a seasonal products. Have done PPC now. Page one picture, I think, is issue. Okay, cool, Kevin. Yeah, that's oftentimes it's not about the traffic, what you're sending. It's about making sure your product is ready to have traffic sent to it. You've got to do that first step. Otherwise, you're kind of wasting your money. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing. If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales I've used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.